Hey collectors, I bought something. Just jump right into it. I bought a scale. Ooh, a scale. Why did I buy a scale? Why else do you buy a scale when you're in the Pokemon business? Well, I've never been a huge fan of scales, to be honest for you. I like the unweighed and all that stuff, but the reason I did it is because I have, yes, that is right, this is a fossil booster box. Now, this is an empty fossil booster box. It is not full of anything other than air. But the reason why I have this fossil booster box is because I bought 1/4 of a booster box. As you know, there's 36 packs in a box, and I bought 9. And I wanted to make sure that I got some heavy ones and some light ones, just so it was distributed evenly. And again, I'm not into weighing very much, but I wanted to make sure that I had some heavy packs because I'm still actually unsure of what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to show you. Here are the booster packs. All right, it's not first edition. This is base, or not base set. This is unlimited, but it is still amazing. And I got a bunch of different artworks here. So I've got the Zapdos, I got the Lapras, and I've got the Aerodactyl, which is unbelievable. I have not held a true vintage, I've opened up Gym Heroes a couple months back on the channel, but to hold this is truly, this was my childhood. I stopped after Jungle. I started with base set, I was there for Fossil, and I was there for Jungle, but that's where it stopped for me. And I don't really know why. And back then it was special for me, especially Zapdos. It was very special for me, but it just kind of faded away. It wasn't as special. The Charizard craze wasn't there anymore. And here's the other 3 packs, and these are heavy packs. So what I am doing today is I'm actually going to show you how to weigh your packs if you can, just to know, if you have heavy or light packs. Now, what I have learned as I have got into this, I'm going to turn this on just so you can see what I am doing here, but hopefully you'll be able to see that there. I'm actually unsure of what I'm going to do with these packs yet. I don't know if I'm going to keep them for future to open. I don't know if I'm going to sell them at some point or just keep them sealed forever. I'm not exactly sure what my plan is with these cards or with these packs yet, but to me, it's just, this is nostalgia at its finest when you've got a booster box. Now, I know this is empty, but still, this is so cool. Even when I was a kid, I never had a booster box. Like, I never did. I'd love to get a Fossil or a Jungle and a base set as well, but even just the empty ones, there's so many memories, and I think all of us have specific memories that from Pokemon, from recent, from near past, and very far past. And to me, there's just such nostalgia there that brings back a lot of really, really good feelings. So before we get into the weighing, I actually have one other purchase that I made. Still unsure what I'm going to do with it, but I have got a base set 2 heavy pack. When I bought it, it was advertised as heavy. I was unsure if it actually was heavy, and I'll explain that in a second. But I had a choice between this, and I had a choice between a long stem, and I chose the not long stem, even though I wasn't a fan of the Pidgey artwork, just because long stem are a little bit more difficult to weigh, just from my experience and research that I've done. So anyways, these are things that I could potentially open up. Let me know what you guys think, what I should do in the comments below. I know a lot of people should say what I should do is probably keep it sealed, but a part of me thinks maybe I can crack one when we hit 1,000 subs. So I'm excited. I do have some plans for 1,000 subs, maybe involving this, but still unsure. I've got some time to figure it out before we get there. But okay, without further ado, I'm going to do some weighing just to show you how that you weigh a pack. Now, you see a lot of people that they advertise it as heavy. It's never, guaranteed holographic in any pack, even if it's deemable as heavy. The reason that you have to be very cautious when you're buying packs, if it's not straight out of a booster box, like I still took a risk in this. Even though I weigh it and I think it's heavy, it might not be. because you really do need to compare it to what comes out of the booster box. If I hadn't been there to weigh all of them with the gentleman that bought it, I wouldn't have known, and I wouldn't have necessarily believed that our heavy packs are in fact heavy packs. Because in other fossil packs, these would be considered light or questionable, but most likely light. And that's the crazy part. You need to have that whole entire print run to see how heavy, what is heavy for that particular box. Because you should get about 12 hollows in a box. You have 1 in 3 chance. So, 36 packs, 1 in 3 is 12. So I got a quarter of that, so I got 3, which is wonderful. So I'm going to show you here. These are my heavy packs. So we're just going to turn this on. And I have to kind of turn it sideways here just so you can see it. So in this particular box, so this is 20.75. And again, in other boxes that I've seen online, that would be considered light. So there is a heavy pack, so 20.75. Now I'm going to show you one of the light packs here, just to give you some perspective here. So now we've got 20.27, so significantly different. And what the gentleman that had bought this box did, he opened up one that was in the 20.2 range, a 20.5 range, and a 20.8 range. And we determined that 20.2, 20.5 had no hollows in it, and the 20.8 had a hollow in it, which is great. So here's another light pack. So we've got 20.26. So it's right in that same ballpark. Here's another light one. We've got 20.57. So this is where I thought, okay, this could be borderline. There could be a hollow in it. So I would still sell this if I were to sell this, but I'm treating it as light, possibly heavy, but unlikely, just from that we had opened one that was in this range and there was no hollow in it. So again, that's possible. 2.44, that's pretty light. We've got, I'll just weigh them all while we're doing it here, 20.23, so that is really light. And then the final light pack is 20.53. So I have, it was both of the Aerodactyl packs. These are the ones that were heavier than the other light ones, but still unsure what could be in them. I would still suspect they're light. So again, here's the Zapdos one just to show you. We've got, what was it, 20.73. So it's definitely heavier, distinguishably heavier. 20.79, and then the Lapras is a 20.79. So these are all definitely heavier. These would have hollows in them most likely. Again, you never guaranteed, but I'm super excited that I have now, I'm the proud owner of 9 fossil packs. And what am I going to do with them? I don't know. Prices are probably still going to continue to go up, which is crazy. But again, this has just such a special meaning to me. I'd love to again get Jungle. I would love to get base set. I had an opportunity to get a Spanish Jungle pack for a pretty reasonable price, but didn't end up working out just from distance and all. But yeah, so you will see this in the back of most of my videos now, because it is just so very, very cool that I now have that in my collection. And actually, you know what, while we're doing it, here's the base set 2 to show you what it weighs as well. So that base set 2 is 20.95. So that is heavier than all of them. Now again, you've got to compare that to, you can look online, this would generally be, based on what I see other people have, this would be considered heavy. But you never know, because ink's different, every print run, the package could be different for a variety of reasons. So, you know, I will assume it's heavy based on that's what the seller had sold it as. But again, you never know. It's a gamble, and that's truly what this entire business is a big gamble when we're opening packs like this. But so very cool. I will not be using this to weigh packs for any other reason. I mean, I'm kind of interested to like weigh some Hidden Fates packs just to see what, you know, if they are weighable. I know a lot of people have done it in the past, but I really did think that would be kind of actually a really neat thing to do, is just try some different packs just to see if there's a distinguishable difference. I tried on the Rebel Clash just because I had a booster box just to see, and they were all pretty close to the same. And I think it's because of those code cards they put in it now, which is great. We don't want this to be ruined because of weighing, and weighing does kind of take the fun out of it. But because I was making a purchase, I obviously didn't want to buy 9 light packs. You know, again, I don't know exactly what I'm doing with it, but I wanted to make sure that I had my fair share of hollows just in case I decide to open up when we get to 1,000 subs. So if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Yeah, we do a lot of openings on this channel, and vintage will hopefully be a part of it in the future as well. But anyways, I'm the Millennial Collector. Thanks for watching. See you next time.